I fund my reports by selling liberty-oriented jewelry, but I also sell custom work for things like charities or religious items to even a pearl line. Take a look at my entire collection at lclreport.com. Thanks.
One other thing, go back for a second, please. That one. So ear protection and eye protection. There have been huge advancements made in polymer technology, plastic technology these days. And these glasses I have are ballistic glasses. If somebody shoots me and hits me in the eyes with a .22 Magnum round, it's going to defeat that round. If somebody hits me with a 9mm round, it's likely to defeat that round. It's going to hurt like hell, but I might not lose the eye. If somebody hits me with something worse, problem. But for spall, for explosive material, for debris, you don't want to get things in your eyes. So that's why I chuck out some stuff like this. This is really good stuff, made by a company called ESS, Eye Safety Protection. And there are goggles that the SWAT teams and the military...
Denied.
That guy's good.
You suck.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This one is called the Ice 2X Narno. 2 complete eye shields enclosed. Authorized protective eyewear.
Free safety.
So, 2 fully assembled Ice Narno shields. Wow, frameless designs. So this is mil spec. It's literally, you can buy, and everybody should invest in mil spec eye protection. You don't want to lose an eye. You don't want to lose an eye. And this stuff has been designed really to help save the soldiers' eyes from roadside bombs and ricochets and all that sort of
Oh, denied.
thing. Okay, next.
We just want to make sure you're not giving the knives away that way.
Crystal will pay you money for that.
Oh.
Okay, so the next thing is training. Get it. It's still legal. If things get bad, this is one of the areas that the government could try to curtail our activity. One more time. It is still legal. Get training. I'm a huge fan of the Appleseed Project. If you're not aware of it, go meet the people out there, sign up, and get out there and learn how to become a rifleman. And it's cheap. It's a cheap way to really gather, and hone skills that could save your life or the life of your family, friends, or loved ones. Go to a real gunfighting school as well. There are some amazing academies out there, such as the Gunsight Academy out in Arizona, the Smith & Wesson Academy down in Massachusetts, and we are very lucky here in New Hampshire. We have the SIG Academy right over in Exeter. There are a few other great places around the country. Lethal Force Institute, Frontside I've heard some pretty good things about. These are much more expensive, but they have carbine classes, they have long-range classes. I recently went to something called the Precision Rifle Workshop out in Wyoming on a military base. We are shooting targets out at 1,200 yards. I can now project my will at 1,200 yards with my 300 Win Mag in a 27-mile-an-hour wind. So I'm not that good a shot. That's just, I was listening to my instructors. I was practicing. I got the right tools, and I did what they told me. That's a great way to learn. You still can do this today. Figure out how to make the investment. It's well worth it, and it's fun. I tell you, I was down in North Carolina at a Navy SEAL training camp, and run by SEALs, former SEALs, and we are shooting with the ARs going forward and backward and on the 45s and to the sides, and the highlight of the day was getting into the Humvees and driving down the range, pop, 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 pop. That's where a laser really comes in handy. I mean, just to keep it on target there. And then you'll learn how to, rather than reload, it's much easier to stow the rifle and transition to handgun to finish up the rest of the line. These opportunities are available to Americans today. These opportunities are not available to most other people on the planet, unless they happen to work for Al-Qaeda or something. But you can get world-class training from the best military and law enforcement experienced people out there. Do it. Make the investment in it. Martial arts school. I've been doing that my entire career, or life, I guess. My family, friends. It just helps, not just for the physical fitness aspect of martial arts, but also for the confidence. When people have spoken, psychologists and law enforcement folks have analyzed predatorial behavior by criminals. And they've done this by sitting on second-story windows with a bunch of crooks and just looked at the people passing by. And the crooks would say, I'd take that one, and that one. And why? Because the people were oblivious, they looked nervous, they were afraid or scared, or they looked lost or stupid. And when you get this training, when you practice, you get the confidence, you don't walk like that. So you can be a 5'2" skinny woman with a limp, but if you are proud and capable and you reflect that in your demeanor, the predators are more likely not to attack you. And that's what we want. None of us wants to be in a fight. And the ability to dissuade that predator, that bad person, from addressing you is what we want. Knife fighting schools. These are painful. But they are. Yes, they are. But they are amazing. And most people, how's it go, Tony? The guy with the knife versus the guy with the gun, 21 feet?
Yeah, tool or drill.
Right. So a person with a knife can typically injure, maim, or kill a person with a holstered sidearm if the person with the knife is within a 21-foot diameter. Meaning from a go, so the person realizes that there's a threat coming, says, uh-oh, takes his position, reacts, goes for his sidearm or her sidearm, presents, and engages the target. The bad guy with the knife might be there already. Sometimes it's faster to just have a knife, or just it's good to know how to knife fight. You're out of ammo and that's all you got, because you can transition to a stick, knife, hand-to-hand, same sort of technique. There are some very good knife fighting schools out there. It's a good skill to know. It does hurt a little bit, and you'll bleed a little bit. So the point is, invest in your family. Invest in the training, invest in the practice. I hope to God that none of us are ever called to use it. But I would rather have made these investments, paid for this, spent the time, and never had to have needed them, than to be in dire straits and really require the use of these skills and tools and not have them. Could you imagine how terrible any one of us would feel if one of our friends or family were